All right, everyone. This morning I'm sitting in the car before I go into work. It's raining, so I'm going to be getting out of here around 7:30, going into the office. But I wanted to share something with you. Hopefully this will encourage you to not feel bad when people are falling away from you, because it's not them. It's God removing toxicity from your plane ride. Okay? I heard Tyler Perry say this, and it just stuck with me. How God has to remove toxicity off of your plane because it will poison your wings. And so I wanted to take it a little bit further for those who I'm talking to on this morning. What I got out of that is that God have to remove some people from your life. You might not want them to go, but God is making them fall off. God is removing them. It's nothing that you are doing. It's what they are doing that you don't know about. See, God knows who's with you. He knows who's already left you. He knows who's sitting there pretending like they own your team when all the while they're not really cheering for you. They're not really cheering for you. See, so when God notices that, because he is the ruler of all things, right? He's going to take care of his chosen ones. God is going to take care of his chosen ones. That's why you can't be afraid to serve him. You can't be afraid to acknowledge him. You can't be afraid to know that you know God and that he has you covered. That's what I like about God. My relationship with him, because I know where he bought me from. And I know that God will move people out of your life. I know that some people got to fall off. Some of those people are kin, and some of those people are friends. So you thought, because you thought they were really on your team, but God knew that they weren't. So don't get so upset when people walk out of your life, when you don't see them no more, when they're not interested in you no more, when they start turning on you. See, because God already knew. They was already doing that. They were already doing it, but God just exposed them. See, when people think they're doing something and trying to show you something and trying to teach you a lesson or whatever their motives is behind it, don't get upset about it, because God gonna cause them to fall off. God will cause your enemies to fall off. I'm telling you, he's doing some removing out of your life right now. You might not understand it. You might not want it because you still want some people in your life that should have been gone. Everything is not longevity. Some relationships are short term. They've done what they're supposed to do, but God is dropping them off. They at the end of your journey. They can't go the rest of the way with you. Don't be afraid to let people go, because I'm telling you, he's doing it in your life. He's doing it in my life. He's doing it in everybody's life. He removes toxicity because he know good and well he's trying to level you up. He's not trying. He's doing it. You going upwards, and them people can't go with you. They just can't go with you because they really not on the team with you. So you wish them well that they keep going. Wish them well that they keep going. And God moves them right on out of your presence. Don't be upset about what God is doing in your life, because he always knows what is best for you. Don't be afraid of people walking out. Stop all that crying and feeling down and beating yourself up. God said they're at the end of their journey with you. He's taking you up. You can't spiral up with them because they're going to tear you down. They're going to tear you down. And he know that they're poisonous. You just don't know that they're poisonous, because they show you a different face when they're in front of you. And that's for kin and friends that you thought was on your team. I hear so many people say, I just was so brokenhearted. Well, guess what? God wasn't, because God is always going to do what's best for you, even when you don't understand it. So you keep moving and know this. When God is spiraling you up, you Gonna have to leave some people behind. As bad as you might feel about it, because they cannot go the rest of the way. They just can't do it. Because they're going to pull you down. And when people say, well, I used to support you, or I used to support that, or whatever, guess what? They really didn't. They were just in it for the short ride. They wasn't in it for the long haul. So I say to you this morning before I get off, you reach back there and you pat yourself on the back and you give yourself credit for some things that you've done. You give yourself credit for some things that you walked away from. You didn't want to walk away from it, but you had to walk away from it. Because otherwise that thing was going to take you down. Those people was going to take you down. Those people was going to ruin you. That situation was going to ruin you. And God was not going to let it be so. When they're going up to outer space, you know, part of that rocket has to drop off. Because it went as far as it could go. For them to get those astronauts to get up there in space, that piece had to drop off. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the same thing with people. You can't take everybody on your next journey. Get that in your head and get excited about it. And thank God for it. Because He knows. He knows we're not strong enough to remove some people out of our life. But He is. And He knows we're going to cry about it. He knows we're going to be sad about it. But He's going to do it anyway. Because He's going to do what's best for you and I. All right? Now get back on your journey. That dream that you hid away because somebody told you it wasn't worth it, pick it up. Go back and get that dream. Dust it off and keep going. All right? Have a wonderful day. Love you.